In the vast expanse of human history, philosophy has stood as a beacon of wisdom, guiding countless individuals through the complexities of life. Far from being a mere academic pursuit, philosophy offers a treasure trove of practical tools for personal development, tools that have stood the test of time and remain as relevant today as they were centuries ago. This journey we are about to embark upon is not just about understanding these philosophical ideas. It's about transforming them into actionable insights that can profoundly impact our daily lives. We live in an age where information overload and constant digital noise can drown out the timeless wisdom that has guided humanity for ages. In this context, turning to philosophy is not just an intellectual exercise. It's a means of reclaiming control over the chaos of modern existence. Our exploration will traverse 7 different philosophical ideas, each originating from a distinct branch or school of thought. These ideas are not just random selections from the annals of philosophy, they are carefully chosen for their profound practicality and their potential to catalyze personal growth and understanding. From the Stoic wisdom of ancient Rome to the existential insights of 20th century France, from the contemplative practices of Eastern spirituality to the ethical musings of Greek academia, each idea presents a unique perspective on life and how to live it more fully. The Stoics taught us about the art of indifference, highlighting the importance of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. This principle, deeply rooted in Stoicism, offers a powerful tool for managing stress and anxiety in today's fast-paced world. Then there's Nietzsche's electrifying concept of the will to power, which pushes us to embrace challenges and transform them into opportunities for growth, a lesson increasingly relevant in our competitive and rapidly evolving society. We will also delve into the Socratic method of questioning, a practice that encourages us to challenge our assumptions and beliefs, leading to greater self-awareness and clarity. Aristotle's golden mean teaches us about the virtue of balance, a much-needed perspective in a world of extremes. The existentialists, led by thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre, remind us of the profound responsibility we have in shaping our destinies, a call to personal empowerment in an era where many feel powerless. Buddhism's teaching on non-attachment offers a path to peace and contentment in a world obsessed with material possessions and fleeting pleasures. Finally, we turn to Plato and his theory of forms, which encourages us to strive towards our highest ideals, a journey of self-realization in a world often dominated by superficiality. Each of these ideas not only represents a different philosophical tradition, but also offers unique insights into living a more fulfilled and meaningful life. They challenge us to think deeply, act ethically, and live purposefully. This is not just a series of lectures, it's an invitation to engage with ideas that have shaped human thought for millennia and to apply them in a world that seems to have forgotten their value. As we embark on this journey together, we'll discover that philosophy is not just about lofty thoughts and abstract theories. It's about real life. It's about our struggles, our dreams, our fears, and our hopes. It's about finding light in darkness, strength in adversity, and wisdom in uncertainty. So let us begin this journey with open minds and hearts, ready to explore how ancient wisdom can illuminate our paths in the modern world. Welcome to a journey through the timeless wisdom of philosophy, a journey that promises not just to enlighten, but to transform. Before we dive into today's philosophical journey, I want to take a moment to talk about something that's been an invaluable resource in my own quest for knowledge and understanding: short form. Short form is an exceptional book summary website that I've personally found to be a treasure trove of insights and learning. One of the things I love about short form is the diversity of genres it covers, from philosophy, which is essential for the kind of content we explore here, to self-help, which complements our discussions on personal development, and even history. I recently delved into the short-form guide for Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. It's a book that resonates deeply with the Stoic ideas we discuss on this channel. The guide provided concise yet comprehensive summaries of the key lessons Aurelius imparts, such as the importance of self-reflection and the power of accepting what we cannot change. These insights have not only enriched my understanding, but have also directly influenced the content I create, allowing me to bring more nuanced perspectives to our discussions. For those of you eager to explore the wealth of knowledge short-form has to offer, I have some great news. Today you can get a free trial of unlimited access and an additional 20% discounted annual subscription by joining Shortform through my special link shortform.com/successchasers or by clicking the link in the description below. Thanks again to Shortform for sponsoring this video. Idea 1. The Stoic Art of Indifference. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. These profound words by Seneca, a Roman Stoic philosopher, encapsulate a fundamental principle of Stoicism, the art of indifference. Stoicism, a school of philosophy that flourished in ancient Greece and Rome, teaches us a powerful lesson about differentiating between what is within our control and what is not. This simple yet profound understanding can be a game changer in our daily lives. Stoicism tells us that much of our discontent and anguish stems from focusing on and trying to control the uncontrollable. We agonize over the outcomes of our actions, the behavior of others, or the state of the world, most of which are beyond our direct control. The Stoic approach invites us to redirect our energy towards what we can control: our thoughts, our attitudes, and our actions. It's a philosophy that does not just ask us to accept our lack of control over external events, but to embrace it, finding freedom in recognizing the limits of our power. The concept of indifference in Stoicism does not mean apathy or lack of concern. Instead, it signifies an objective, detached approach to things outside our control. It's about maintaining an inner tranquility and composure, regardless of external circumstances. This state of equanimity doesn't come naturally to most of us, but it can be cultivated through practices like mindfulness and proactive problem solving. Mindfulness, a practice often associated with Buddhist meditation, but equally relevant in the Stoic context, involves being fully present and aware of our thoughts and actions without being overly reactive or overwhelmed. It's about observing our thoughts, especially our tendency to worry about things beyond our control, and gently steering our focus back to what we can influence. Mindfulness helps us cultivate a sense of inner peace, even amidst chaos. Proactive problem solving, another application of Stoicism, involves identifying what aspects of a situation we can influence and taking action on them. It's about adopting a solution-focused mindset rather than a problem-focused one. When we encounter challenges, whether in the workplace, in our personal relationships, or in other areas of life, the Stoic approach encourages us to dissect these challenges and identify actionable steps. Instead of dwelling on the unfairness of a situation or the behavior of others, we focus on our response and our strategies for moving forward. This philosophy is particularly beneficial in handling stress at work. In a professional environment, challenges are inevitable. From tight deadlines to difficult colleagues, the potential sources of stress are numerous. However, when we apply the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control, we shift from being passive victims of our circumstances to active navigators. We can't control the deadline, but we can control how we manage our time. We can't control a colleague's attitude, but we can control our reaction to it. This shift in perspective not only reduces anxiety and frustration, but also makes us more effective and resilient. In personal relationships, the Stoic art of indifference teaches us to accept people as they are, not as we wish them to be. It invites us to let go of the need to control or change others, a common source of friction in relationships. Instead, we focus on our behavior, our boundaries, and our responses. This doesn't mean that we become passive or uncaring. Rather, we engage more healthily and constructively, acknowledging that the only true change we can effect is within ourselves. The application of Stoic principles in daily life goes beyond managing stress or improving relationships. It's a comprehensive approach to life that encourages us to find contentment and joy in our own actions and character rather than in external circumstances or possessions. It teaches us to embrace life's challenges, not as obstacles on our path, but as opportunities to practice virtue, resilience, and inner strength. In essence, the Stoic Art of Indifference is not about disengaging from the world. It's about engaging with it more wisely, with a clear understanding of our sphere of influence and a calm acceptance of what lies beyond it. It's a powerful tool in our quest for a more peaceful, productive, and purposeful life. A tool that helps us navigate the complexities of the modern world with grace and composure. By embracing Stoicism's teachings, we can transform not only how we view the world, but how we interact with it, leading to a life of greater fulfillment and tranquility. Idea 2. Nietzsche's will to power. What does not kill me makes me stronger. This bold declaration by Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most provocative and influential philosophers of the 19th century, captures the essence of his philosophy of the will to power. Nietzsche's concept challenges us to rethink our approach to life's trials and tribulations, viewing them not as burdens, but as catalysts for growth and self-discovery. At the heart of Nietzsche's philosophy is the belief that the fundamental drive in human beings is not merely the will to survive, but the will to assert and expand one's power and influence. This will to power is not about domination over others. Rather, it's about overcoming oneself and the challenges life presents. It's a call to embrace our struggles, to find meaning in them, and to use them as stepping stones to achieve our fullest potential. His idea urges us to reconsider our relationship with adversity. In a world that often promotes comfort and ease, Nietzsche invites us to seek out challenges, to step out of our comfort zones, and to see every difficulty as an opportunity for personal growth. Embracing Nietzsche's will to power means pursuing personal passions with vigor and determination. It's about setting ambitious goals and relentlessly chasing them, not being deterred by the fear of failure or the lure of complacency. Whether it's in our careers, our hobbies, or our personal development, this philosophy encourages us to push our boundaries, to explore our limits, and to constantly seek ways to improve and evolve. This mindset has profound implications for how we handle obstacles. Instead of viewing them as roadblocks to our goals, we see them as integral parts of the journey. Each challenge becomes a test of our resolve, a chance to refine our skills, and an opportunity to demonstrate our commitment to our aspirations. By adopting this approach, we transform the very nature of struggle. It becomes a source of strength and confidence, rather than a cause of fear and doubt. In the professional realm, Nietzsche's philosophy can be transformative. In a competitive and ever-changing world, the will to power drives us to innovate, to lead, and to strive for excellence. It encourages a proactive approach to career development, where challenges are embraced as opportunities to showcase our abilities and to distinguish ourselves. This philosophy teaches us to find fulfillment not just in achieving our goals, but in the journey towards them, in the hard work, the learning, and the personal growth that come with pursuing our professional passions. On a personal level, embracing the will to power means engaging in constant self-reflection and self-improvement. It's about being honest with ourselves about our strengths and weaknesses, and actively working to enhance our character. This continuous process of self-overcoming is at the core of Nietzsche's philosophy. It's a lifelong journey of becoming who we truly are, of realizing our potential, and of living our lives with purpose and passion. Moreover, this concept can help us navigate the complexities of our relationships and social interactions. By focusing on personal growth and self-overcoming, we can approach our relationships with more confidence, assertiveness, and authenticity. This philosophy encourages us to be true to ourselves in our interactions with others, to express our thoughts and feelings honestly, and to establish relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. However, it's important to approach the idea of will to power with balance and mindfulness. It's not about reckless ambition or disregarding the well-being of others in pursuit of our goals. Rather, it's about finding a harmonious way to assert our will, to achieve our objectives, and to contribute positively to the world around us. It's about understanding that true power comes from within, from our ability to overcome our inner demons, to grow from our experiences, and to live our lives with integrity and purpose. Friedrich Nietzsche's will to power is a powerful philosophical concept that can profoundly impact how we approach life. It encourages us to see challenges as opportunities for growth, to pursue our passions with determination, and to continuously strive for self-improvement. By embracing this mindset, we can lead a more vibrant, empowered, and fulfilling existence, both personally and professionally. It's a philosophy that doesn't promise an easy journey, but it does promise a meaningful and rewarding one, filled with personal triumphs and the joy of self-discovery. Idea 3. Socratic Questioning. The unexamined life is not worth living. This profound assertion by Socrates, one of the greatest philosophers of ancient Greece, captures the essence of the Socratic method, a form of inquiry and debate designed to stimulate critical thinking and illuminate ideas. The Socratic method isn't just a pedagogical tool. It's a powerful technique for self-examination and personal growth, as relevant today as it was in ancient Athens. At its core, the Socratic method is about questioning our beliefs, our assumptions, our values, and the very way we perceive the world. It's a method that encourages us to delve deeper into our thought processes, to uncover the foundations of our convictions, and to rigorously test their validity. This relentless pursuit of questioning leads to a kind of intellectual and spiritual awakening, a realization that true wisdom lies in understanding the limits of our knowledge. Implementing the Socratic method in daily life begins with cultivating a mindset of curiosity and openness. It involves adopting a stance of genuine inquiry in our interactions with the world around us. When confronted with a belief or an assumption, whether our own or someone else's, the Socratic approach prompts us to ask probing questions. Why do I believe this? What evidence supports this belief? Are there alternative perspectives I haven't considered? This method of inquiry can be applied to all areas of life, from the personal to the professional, from the mundane to the profound. For instance, consider the realm of personal fears and prejudices. These often unexamined beliefs can have a profound impact on our behavior and attitudes. By applying Socratic questioning, we can begin to unravel the underlying causes of these fears and biases. If we find ourselves anxious about a new venture or opportunity, asking ourselves why we feel this way can reveal hidden doubts or past experiences that shape our current mindset. Similarly, examining the root causes of our prejudices can lead to greater empathy and understanding, breaking down barriers that divide us. The Socratic method also teaches us to embrace the complexity of the world. In a society that often seeks simple answers to complex questions, this method encourages us to appreciate nuance and ambiguity. It teaches us that not all questions have straightforward answers, and that's okay. This realization can lead to more informed and nuanced decisions as we learn to navigate the complexities of life with a more thoughtful and open-minded approach. Moreover, this method of inquiry fosters a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. By continually questioning our beliefs and assumptions, we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We come to understand our motivations, our values, and our goals more clearly. This self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal development, leading to more authentic and fulfilling lives. The Socratic method also has significant implications for our social interactions and community involvement. In an era marked by polarization and echo chambers, this method of questioning and open dialogue can bridge divides and foster mutual understanding. By engaging in Socratic inquiry with others, we not only broaden our own perspectives but also contribute to a more thoughtful and empathetic society. However, implementing the Socratic method requires patience and humility. It involves acknowledging that we don't have all the answers and that our understanding of the world is always evolving. It requires the courage to challenge our deepest convictions and the openness to change our minds in the face of new evidence or arguments. This intellectual humility is a virtue in itself, fostering a lifelong love of learning and a willingness to grow and adapt. The Socratic method is much more than a philosophical tool. It's a way of life. It's a method that encourages us to question, to explore, to understand, and ultimately to grow. By embracing this method in our daily lives, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves, make more informed decisions, and engage more constructively with the world around us. It's a journey that promises not only intellectual enrichment, but also personal and spiritual growth, leading us to live lives that are not only examined but truly worth living. Idea 4. Aristotle's Golden Mean. Virtue is the golden mean between two vices, the one of excess and the other of deficiency. This insightful thought by Aristotle, one of the most influential philosophers in history, introduces us to the concept of the golden mean, a cornerstone of virtue ethics. Aristotle's idea of the golden mean is a call to moderation, an encouragement to find the right balance in all aspects of life. It's a principle that transcends time, offering timeless wisdom for achieving harmony and well-being. The essence of the golden mean lies in avoiding extremes. According to Aristotle, every virtue lies at a midpoint between two extremes of excess and deficiency. For instance, courage is a virtue that lies between the extremes of recklessness and cowardice. Generosity stands between prodigality and stinginess. This concept can be applied to virtually every aspect of human behavior and decision-making, offering a balanced approach to living a virtuous and fulfilling life. In the context of everyday life, applying the golden mean involves a conscious effort to find balance. Take, for example, the balance between work and leisure. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the extremes, working excessively without adequate rest, or, conversely, indulging in leisure at the expense of productivity. The golden mean teaches us to strive for a balance that allows for both professional fulfillment and personal relaxation, recognizing that both are essential for a well-rounded life. Similarly, consider the balance between courage and caution. In our personal and professional lives, we're often faced with situations that require us to take risks. Courage is necessary to seize opportunities and confront challenges, but excessive risk-taking can lead to recklessness. On the other hand, too much caution can lead to missed opportunities and a life constrained by fear. The golden mean encourages us to find a balance, to be courageous enough to take calculated risks while being cautious enough to consider potential consequences. The concept of the golden mean also extends to our emotional lives. Emotions like anger, joy, or sadness are natural, but when they are experienced in extremes, they can be destructive. Aristotle encourages us to experience these emotions in the right amount, at the right time, and for the right reasons. This balanced approach to our emotions allows us to respond to life situations in a way that is appropriate and constructive. In practicing this idea, self-reflection becomes crucial. It requires us to be mindful of our tendencies towards excess or deficiency in various areas of our lives. This might involve introspection and possibly keeping a journal to track our behaviors and attitudes. By regularly reflecting on our actions and choices, we can identify patterns of behavior that veer towards excess or deficiency and make conscious efforts to correct them. Another key aspect of practicing the golden mean is flexibility and adaptability. What constitutes a mean in one situation might be different in another. For example, what is considered courageous in one scenario might be reckless in another. The golden mean is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It requires us to be discerning and to adapt our behaviors to the specifics of each situation. Moreover, Aristotle's concept is deeply connected to the idea of personal growth and development. By constantly striving to find the right balance in our lives, we engage in a process of continual self-improvement. This pursuit of balance challenges us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves, our values, and our goals. It encourages us to grow and evolve, not just in terms of our actions, but also in our character. However, finding this balance is not always straightforward. It requires practice, patience, and perseverance. It involves making mistakes and learning from them. It demands a level of self-awareness and honesty that can be challenging to achieve. Yet, the pursuit of the golden mean is a rewarding journey, leading to a life of harmony, satisfaction, and virtue. Aristotle's concept of the golden mean offers a powerful framework for living a balanced and ethical life. It challenges us to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and moderation, avoiding the pitfalls of excess and deficiency. By embracing this concept, we can lead lives that are not only more balanced and harmonious, but also more virtuous and fulfilling. The golden mean is not just a philosophical idea. It's a practical guide to living well, a path to achieving a good and meaningful life. Idea 5. Existential responsibility. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. This profound statement by Friedrich Nietzsche encapsulates a central tenet of existential philosophy, the significance of finding personal meaning in life. Existentialism, a philosophical movement that gained prominence in the 20th century, posits that life inherently lacks inherent meaning. It is up to each individual to create their own sense of purpose and direction. This idea radically shifts the perspective on how we view our existence, placing the onus on us to shape our destiny and imbue our lives with our own chosen values and meanings. At the heart of existential responsibility is the concept of freedom, the freedom to choose, to create, and to live according to one's own terms. This freedom is both liberating and daunting. It liberates us from the shackles of predetermined meanings and societal expectations, allowing us to pursue our unique version of a fulfilling life. However, it also places a weighty responsibility on our shoulders, the responsibility to make choices that genuinely reflect who we are and who we want to be. This existential perspective challenges us to deeply introspect and question the very foundations of our lives. What is the why that drives us? What are the values, goals, and passions that give our life meaning? This search for personal meaning is not a superficial exercise. It is an ongoing, dynamic process that evolves with our experiences and understanding. It requires us to be honest with ourselves, to confront our fears and doubts, and to constantly redefine and refine our understanding of what makes life worth living. By embracing existential responsibility, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with resilience and determination. Understanding our why provides us with a compass to navigate through tough times. It is the inner strength that enables us to endure hardships and setbacks, knowing that they are part of a larger journey towards a life that is truly ours. When we have a clear sense of purpose, obstacles become less daunting and hardships become bearable, as Nietzsche suggests. Furthermore, taking responsibility for our destiny means making choices that align with our true selves. In both our personal and professional lives, we are often confronted with decisions that test our values and convictions. Existential responsibility urges us to choose paths that resonate with our deepest beliefs and aspirations, even if they go against the grain of societal norms or expectations. It encourages us to be authentic in our actions and choices, to live in a way that is consistent with our personal definition of meaning and fulfillment. The existentialist viewpoint also underscores the importance of personal growth and self-realization. By continuously seeking our why, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and development. We learn more about our strengths, our weaknesses, and our potential. This process of self-exploration and growth is not just about achieving external goals. It is about becoming more in tune with ourselves, expanding our consciousness, and deepening our understanding of what it means to be truly alive. However, embracing this idea is not without its challenges. It requires a willingness to face the unknown and the courage to make choices that may not always lead to success or approval. It involves acknowledging the inherent uncertainty and unpredictability of life and accepting that our search for meaning may sometimes lead us down difficult paths. Yet, it is precisely in facing these challenges that we find our greatest potential for growth and fulfillment. Existential responsibility also has profound implications for our relationships with others. When we are guided by our own authentic why, we engage with others more genuinely and meaningfully. We form connections based on mutual respect and shared values rather than superficial or expedient reasons. This authenticity in our relationships contributes to a richer, more connected life, filled with interactions that are truly rewarding and profound. The existentialist emphasis on personal meaning and responsibility offers a powerful framework for living a life of authenticity and purpose. It challenges us to take charge of our destiny, to find our unique why, and to make choices that reflect our true selves. This journey towards existential responsibility is not always easy, but it is deeply rewarding. It leads to a life that is not only lived, but also felt deeply, a life that resonates with our innermost being, a life that is, in every sense, our own. Idea 6. Buddhist Nonattachment. Attachment is the root of suffering. This profound statement attributed to Buddha lies at the heart of Buddhist philosophy and introduces us to the transformative concept of non-attachment. In the Buddhist context, this idea is not about indifference or lack of passion. Rather, it's a profound understanding that clinging too tightly to anything, be it physical objects, relationships, or even ideas, can lead to suffering. This is because everything in our world is impermanent and subject to change, and attachment can set us up for inevitable loss and the pain that comes with it. Non-attachment, as taught in Buddhism, offers a pathway to a more peaceful and contented state of mind, one that can endure through the inevitable ups and downs of life. It is a practice that encourages us to appreciate and enjoy life's experiences without becoming dependent on them for our happiness and sense of self. This doesn't mean we cannot enjoy material comforts or form deep relationships. Instead, it suggests we should engage with these aspects of life without becoming overly identified or consumed by them. To practice non-attachment in daily life, one practical and accessible tool is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying full attention to the present moment, observing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. This practice helps us recognize our patterns of attachment, how we cling to certain thoughts, emotions, or material possessions, and how this clinging often leads to a cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. Mindfulness allows us to experience life more fully, appreciating the present moment without grasping onto it. Another powerful practice is meditation. Through meditation, we can cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and clarity, learning to observe the workings of our minds without getting entangled in them. Meditation offers us a space to detach from the hustle and bustle of daily life and to observe our attachments from a place of calm detachment. This helps in understanding the transient nature of our experiences and the futility of clinging to them. Practicing non-attachment also involves a conscious effort to let go of material and emotional dependencies. This doesn't mean rejecting material possessions or relationships, but rather changing our relationship with them. It's about finding contentment within ourselves and not solely in external circumstances. For instance, if we derive our sense of self-worth from career success or material wealth, we are likely to experience anxiety and disappointment because these are inherently unstable and transient. It teaches us to find a stable source of happiness and self-worth within ourselves. In terms of relationships, this concept encourages us to love freely and fully without possessing or being dependent on the other person for our happiness. It teaches us that true love is about wanting the best for others, even if that means letting them go. This approach to relationships fosters a deeper, more genuine form of connection, free from the constraints of neediness and dependency. Non-attachment also has broader implications for how we engage with the world. In a society often driven by consumerism and the pursuit of more, this concept offers a counter-narrative that emphasizes contentment and simplicity. It encourages us to question our relentless pursuit of more money, more possessions, more achievements, and to consider the possibility that true fulfillment might lie in a simpler, more detached approach to life. Moreover, this idea can lead to increased resilience. When we are less attached to specific outcomes or to our self-imposed narratives about how life should unfold, we are better equipped to handle life's uncertainties and adversities. We become more adaptable, able to navigate changes and challenges with a sense of composure and equanimity. The practice of Buddhist non-attachment offers a path to a more serene and balanced life. It invites us to let go of our clingings and to experience life more fully, with a sense of freedom and peace. By incorporating practices like mindfulness and meditation into our daily routines and consciously working to reduce our dependencies, we can cultivate a state of mind that is more content, resilient, and free. A state of mind that can profoundly transform our experience of life. Idea 7. Platonic forms and self-realization. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. This insightful observation by Plato, one of the most seminal figures in Western philosophy, introduces us to his theory of forms, which can be viewed as a metaphor for personal growth and self-realization. Plato's forms are not merely abstract entities. They represent the epitome of qualities like truth, beauty, and goodness. In the context of personal development, engaging with these forms means striving to actualize the highest and most virtuous aspects of ourselves. Plato's concept of forms suggests that the ultimate reality exists in an abstract, non-physical realm, and what we experience in the physical world are mere shadows or reflections of these perfect forms. Translating this to our personal quest for growth, it implies that our journey is about striving towards these ideal forms or virtues. It's about aspiring to embody the purest forms of qualities like integrity, compassion, and wisdom in our lives. Understanding and identifying with our own forms requires deep introspection and self-awareness. It involves asking ourselves fundamental questions about who we are and what we value most. What does truth mean to us? How do we define beauty? What does goodness look like in our daily actions? These are not just philosophical musings, they are practical inquiries that can guide our choices and behaviors, shaping our paths towards self-realization. Aligning our lives with these higher ideals is a transformative process. When we strive towards truth, we commit to honesty and authenticity in our interactions and in our understanding of the world. Seeking beauty can be about appreciating and creating harmony and balance in our lives and environments. Aspiring to goodness involves cultivating compassion, empathy, and altruism. These pursuits elevate our existence, moving us closer to our highest potential. The journey towards embodying these Platonic forms is not merely about self-improvement, it's about self-transcendence. It's about moving beyond the confines of our ego and our immediate desires and connecting with something larger and more enduring. This alignment with higher ideals brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures and achievements of ordinary existence. In practical terms, striving for these ideals can manifest in various ways. In our professional lives, it might mean pursuing work that is not just lucrative but also meaningful and aligned with our values. In our personal lives, it could involve cultivating relationships that are based on mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than convenience or superficial attraction. Moreover, this journey is inherently challenging. It involves confronting our shortcomings and overcoming our limitations. Just as Plato's forms represent ideals that we may never perfectly realize, the process of aligning ourselves with these ideals is ongoing and dynamic. It requires continuous effort, self-reflection, and a willingness to grow and change. The quest for Platonic forms also has a communal aspect. While it is a deeply personal journey, it is not pursued in isolation. Our striving for truth, beauty, and goodness inevitably impacts those around us, influencing our relationships and communities. By embodying these ideals, we contribute to a more virtuous, harmonious, and enlightened society. However, embracing Platonic forms does not mean rejecting the physical world or our human nature. Instead, it's about finding a balance between the ideal and the real, the abstract and the concrete. It's about recognizing the beauty and value in our imperfect world, while still aspiring to higher standards of thought and behavior. Plato's theory of forms offers a rich and profound framework for understanding self-realization. By identifying and striving towards our own forms or ideals, we embark on a journey of personal transformation. This journey challenges us to conquer ourselves, to transcend our limitations, and to realize our highest potential. It's a path that leads not just to personal fulfillment, but to a deeper engagement with the world and a lasting contribution to the greater good. As we pursue these timeless ideals, we come closer to achieving that greatest victory, conquering ourselves and becoming the best versions of who we can be. As we conclude this exploration of 7 profound philosophical ideas that can reshape and enhance our lives, it is clear that philosophy is not merely an academic or abstract pursuit. Instead, it is a vital living guide that speaks directly to our experiences, struggles, and aspirations. These ideas, drawn from diverse traditions and eras, converge on a singular truth: that our lives are malleable and rich with potential for growth, understanding, and fulfillment. Through the Stoic Art of Indifference, we have seen how embracing what we can control and releasing our grip on what we cannot leads to a profound inner peace and resilience. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power challenges us to transform adversity into strength, urging us to rise above our circumstances and forge our destinies with courage and determination. The Socratic method empowers us to question, to reflect, and to engage deeply with the world around us, cultivating a life of thoughtful inquiry and enlightened understanding. Aristotle's golden mean teaches us the beauty of balance, reminding us that the key to virtue and indeed to a well-lived life is in avoiding the extremes of excess and deficiency. The existentialist call to responsibility and the Buddhist philosophy of non-attachment both guide us towards a deeper sense of self-awareness and autonomy, encouraging us to find our own path and to hold lightly to the transient elements of our existence. Finally, through Plato's theory of forms, we are inspired to pursue the highest ideals of truth, beauty, and goodness, striving to actualize the best within ourselves and in the world around us. Each of these philosophies offers a unique lens through which we can view and navigate our lives. They do not provide easy answers or quick fixes. Instead, they offer tools and perspectives that require contemplation, effort, and a willingness to change. These ideas challenge us to look within, to question our assumptions, and to actively participate in the shaping of our lives and our communities. Now, as we step forward from this journey through philosophical thought, we are equipped with a richer understanding and a set of powerful tools for personal development. The journey does not end here. It is an ongoing process of exploration, challenge, and growth. Philosophy is not just a subject to be studied, it is a way of life to be lived. So I encourage you to take these ideas and weave them into the fabric of your daily life. Experiment with them, challenge them, and see how they can be applied in your unique circumstances. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Remember, it is not about perfection. It is about progress, about continually striving to be better, to live more deeply, and to make a meaningful impact on the world. In closing, remember this: you have within you the power to shape your life, to overcome your challenges, and to realize your potential. Your life is a canvas, and these philosophical ideas are your palette. With them, you can paint a life of richness, depth, and fulfillment. So, go forth with courage, with curiosity, and with an open heart. Embrace the journey, for it is yours to create, and the possibilities are limitless.